And we are live. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I am CL Reed Crystal. I'm with a sweet collaboration. I am coming to you regarding short term rental platforms. From the guest perspective, the host perspective, we're here to help each other grow, to have fun, to improve, and to enjoy this venture. I'm going to do a couple things first before I introduce my guest, Miss Deborah Thorne, who's going to come to us today to talk about book writing. Now, you may not think that is directly related to short term rental and those platforms, but as you grow and expand, maybe you want to get into writing books about your experience or how to help other people grow. Well, Miss Deborah is going to talk to us about how to do that within 12 weeks and how to do it easily and why to do it. So, before I introduce Deborah, there's a couple things I wanted to mention. My current short term rental properties are on Airbnb and HomeAway, and I'm expanding properties and platforms because you should never have all your eggs in one basket. Um, and you never know, platforms come and go. So you should definitely expand where you have your properties. You should never have your actual properties in one location in the event of, say, natural disaster. If all your properties are in one area and something happens, you're out of business. So many properties, many platforms, grow as you can, start where you are, use what you have, and continue from there. The purpose of this channel is to be informative and fun. Um, I want you to dial in, type in, ask us questions, give us topics. I'm going to have many uh, experts and non-experts on here to answer your questions, and I'm excited about this journey. If you've not already, subscribe because we love new friends and we love to have people participate. Click the bell so that you're notified each time we post a new video. And with all of that said, I'm going to introduce you to my guest today. Her name is Deborah Thorne, very lovely lady, and she is the information diva. So, Miss Thorne, if you would just take a quick moment to tell people who you are and how you're going to help them today, then we will jump right into your topic.
Okay, thank you so much, Crystal, for having me here. I am Deborah Thorne, the Information Diva, America's CEO, not CEO coach. And I work primarily with women and a few enlightened men, helping people learn to do business like a woman, not like a man, CEO, not CEO. And today, I want to demystify writing a book. It's not that big a deal. It can be done in as little as 12 weeks. So that's what I want to chit chat with you about today.
Okay, and I want our guests to know prior to me talking to Miss Thorne, I did participate as a co author for Short Term Rental University in 3 volumes. But I wish I had known that Deborah was going to present this topic because it might have gotten me started with this project and then also my own project. But Deborah, why don't you enlighten me on or enlighten our audience on book writing?
Okay, so about book writing, I think it needs to be demystified. Technology has really allowed us to do some things that we haven't been able to do before. For instance, having your own TV channel like Crystal does here. That wasn't available to us a decade ago, okay? And if you did do it, it cost you a fortune and time and production and all that. The internet has made the change. Well, the same thing is true of book writing. No longer are you waiting for a publisher to pass, to say yay or nay on your book. No longer are you having to invest lots of money in getting the book done. It's really a simple process, and I've worked really hard to get it down to 9 steps. And I take people through the process over about a 12-week period. But my star book author wrote her book and had it published within 7 days. Okay. She doesn't like me to share her, I'm not allowed to share her name and all because she doesn't want people to know that she rushed through it. But the truth of the matter was, she was on her way to a conference. And if you've ever spoken at a conference, you know, back of the room is where you make your money. And she needed something for back of the room. So she put out a book. I did something very similar. I was speaking at a conference in Boston, and I know it's a women's conference, you have to have a book. So I repurposed some material I already had because I put out the Divas gems every week, and I just took some of those gems, put them together, had the book, and took the book with me and sold copies of it, only to find out that my regular readers said, "We were wondering when you were going to put it in a book." Yay. And they gave them away as gifts. And I'm like, okay, we're on to something here.
Miss Deborah,
So,
let me
yes,
ask you a
ma'am.
question. I'm sorry to interrupt you. So,
Please.
without giving away the farm, a lot of people want to know, is it an expensive endeavor? How costly can
Absolutely
it be
not.
to put out a simple book?
Okay. So what I tell people when they say, well, I'm saving money to publish a book, my question to you is, can you afford $2.50? And they go, well, yeah, well, that's what it costs to produce a book. About $2.50. Say $3, so you include postage. Now, where people get, they kind of miss it. Yes, I can tell you basically what to do, but if I'm going to guide you, yes, I do charge you for my expertise as the guide. But the idea that this is supposed to cost you thousands of dollars and you're supposed to have these books in your garage, because people say to me, well, $2.50 a book. I talked to XYZ Guru and they said you can get books for $1. Yes, you can if you buy 5,000 of them at one time. Now I've got a box of books that I have got to figure out how to keep dry, how to keep bugs out of. And nothing hurts my heart more than to watch entrepreneurs and other people go from location to location carrying this box of books, trying to get people to buy them to recoup their investment. The way I suggest people do it, I never have more than 10 books at a time. Okay. So 10 times 250, that's $25 investment. I'm good. If I'm at an event, I say to people, hey, I only brought a few books. What I will do is sell the book to you for the special price of today, and I'll include the postage. So if you pay for your book now, you'll get it in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And people are always willing to do that. Then what I do is go home and order the book, use their money to pay for it. Remember, it only cost me $2.50. I just had them pay me somewhere between $15 and $20, depending on the book. And everybody's happy. They get their book, and I'm happy. Okay,
Okay, so
so
they don't have to spend a lot
no.
to start off with their initial book. And then, so a lot of people like myself, I don't consider myself a writer. I do a lot of social media, I do a lot of posting, I do a lot of resharing of information. And I have people say to me, you should write a book. Or based on my Airbnb short term rental platform experience, people say, you should write a book to help other
Absolutely.
people. And again, I don't feel like I'm a writer. So I heard you say you take your Diva gems and,
Yes,
compile a book with that
absolutely. So there are a
and
couple of
share
ways.
those.
Yeah, there are a couple of ways to get around that. First of all, I don't teach writers. Okay, so people come to to my mastermind. They go, "Oh, I thought you were going to teach us how to write a book." Oh, no, 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 no. I teach you how to market a book. I teach you how to write a book that's marketable. So we start off with who the audience is and really work with that, so that when you put the stuff to paper, you're having a conversation, much like we're having a conversation right now. You're having a conversation with the people that you're attempting to reach. So the fact that you're not a writer is okay. You're not a TV producer either, but you're producing a show. So it's all good and it's helping. That's why I talk about demystifying it. It isn't like it used to be. We have control over this. And what everybody, no matter what your business is, you need to be in the business of delivering information and marketing. The book is just a marketing tool. It is designed to get you more speaking engagements, to introduce you to an audience, to let people get a taste of you so then they can come back and really gather the find out the gem that you really are. Somebody sees somebody reading a book, and I've had this happen. Somebody's reading a Diva's gem and they show it to their friend. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's a great quote. Yeah. Oh, where'd you get that? This is this book. Oh, how do I get one? Give her your book and order another one. No big deal. That's what you want people talking about. Having a book gives you the platform to go to be interviewed for, and again, here we go again. Podcasts are everywhere about everything. If you have a book,
Okay, so looks like we are experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty with Miss Deborah. Um, Not quite sure why that hung up, but what we will do is pause this recording and we'll come back and start in the middle. See you in a bit.
I hope that answered your question.
Oh, there she is, Miss Deborah. You froze on us.
I know, I can tell when I go out and I'm not really sure why we're
At
having the
what point?
technical difficulty.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, that's okay. That's okay. That was at a good break. I was going to take a break and try and
Okay.
come back to you. So let's extend our time a little bit. Even though we try to do 10-minute sound bites, you're giving out such good gems that I want
Great.
people to get a little bit more from you. So I heard you say something that I really liked when you said back of the room is where you make your money.
Ah,
And you also
absolutely.
stated using this as a marketing tool, or as I call it, your silent salesman. When you're not there, this speaks for you. This gets you in the doors. This lets people get to know you when you're not available. It speaks for you. So if people come to you and say, I want to write a book in 12 weeks, you walk them through the process, which is not an expensive process, um, to publish a book. They do need to take your program and your course. That's a separate conversation that people should have with
Absolutely.
you about your services, your fees, what you offer in your processes and programs. But um, so you pretty much have said anybody can write a book and should.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we should teach our children to write books. My goal is to say to people every summer when kids come back to school, the teacher says, "What did you do over the summer?" Wouldn't it be wonderful if your child said, "I wrote a book. Here's a copy of it. Put it in our class library." Because it costs you $2.50, you can do this. I also use my books as thank you cards. If I speak somewhere or go somewhere, someone invites me something, and the people love it. I autograph a book and send it to them, or bring them with me and hand it to them. There's just so many things you can do with it.
Understood, understood. And we have about a minute left, so I
Okay.
want to let you have that floor. I think you gave us so much great information in this little bit of time that I want to bring you back again because you have so many topics and ideas and
Yes.
conversations. I also want the opportunity for you to speak directly to women entrepreneurs. That's going to be another one of our topics because there are
Okay.
many women entrepreneurs who are doing short-term rental. So I want you to speak to them. But I also want to give our audience an opportunity to know about book writing and know they can come to you for that. So if you would just take our last minute, Miss Deborah, it is in the text of our YouTube channel information. But if you could just tell people how they can get in touch with you and what time zone you're in, let them know that that is not a hindrance. I would appreciate that. And let them know if you've got a speaking engagement coming up, where and when that's going to be. If you have any special events coming up, if you have any books out, whatever. I want you to take this moment to share that with people.
Okay. So I am Deborah Thorne, the information diva, because as you can tell, I know a lot of information. And what you were alluding to is the Get Your Book Done Mastermind. And I'd love to have a conversation with anyone that's interested. I believe you'll be putting my contact information on there. But just, as a marketer, I always say you can reach me at TID, okay, standing for the Information Diva, at theinformationdivaonline.com. But even easier than that is take your phone out and text. The number you'll text to is 76626. And the message is the TheInfoDiva, no spaces. And that will put you right in touch with me, give you all my information.
Excellent, excellent. And at that point, they can talk to you about having a consultation with you, what programs you offer, where you're going to be speaking next, and also give me a quick soundbite of your Sue Talks. What was that all about? Where was that
Ah,
held? What
okay.
happened?
Okay, I was honored to be one of the first 6 women to speak at Sue Talks Los Angeles. Sue Talks is the brainstorm from the organization Connected Women of Influence. They've been doing Sue Talks in San Diego for a few years and in Orange County, and then they brought it to LA, and it was my pleasure to deliver my talk. I think you'll like my title. My talk was entitled "You is Smart, You is Kind, You is Important." And
Excellent,
with that, I gave 12 minutes. I was able to speak with folks.
excellent, excellent. Well, Miss Deborah, thank you for sharing that information. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And I will be seeing you soon.
Sounds really good. Thank you again, Crystal, for the opportunity. And I want everybody to go out there and write their books.
Write those books. Write those books. Thank you, Deborah.
Absolutely. Bye bye.
Bye bye.